I preferred my first film at Tribeca many years ago. It was a Steve Aoki doc that Dwyer had shot back then. We teamed up to make this documentary. This is one of my favorite film festivals in the world. It's incredible right here in the heart of Manhattan. We had such an amazing time last time, and so thank you to everyone here at Tribeca for having us back again.
Yes, I got to premiere that movie. I also got to be a part of the Apollo premiere, directed by Roger Ross Williams. That was also very special, so it's just great to be back, and yeah, huge fan.
Usually you only have a few months to do these things, and you can tell the story of growth in the past tense, or you know what I mean? And so we actually got to do it in the current tense. The first time we talked to him, he said, there is nothing in the world that I'm never stepping on a plane again. There's no way. We took a boat with him from, I think, Southampton in the UK to Brooklyn, because that's how he used to tour. There was nothing that was going to get him on a plane again. And, just outside of that, I really saw him grow up. And I think us as filmmakers as well, it's been a quarter of our lives. We're both roughly 40. And we spent a quarter of our lives working on this film, which is incredible. And we've done a lot of growing ourselves in that period of time. So when we first started making this film, I was probably resembling more Travis in his earlier years, Now I have a kid and a family. It's different. And I think picking up the edit at different points in your life, you kind of come at it in a different way and kind of realize different things. And a lot of the film centers around family. So coming at this in the last few years, I've had a different perspective than when we first set out to make the film, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I just would say that I think that that's where the question of the film has evolved over time, from how did he overcome tragedy, trauma, loss, to what is he carrying forward and for whom. And I think that that's a much more important question that I think the movie attempts to tackle, and that's why I think it's very special.
We met him at Crossroads, this vegan restaurant in West Hollywood, and he's like, "You want to come on the boat?" I'm thinking, a yacht? Are we going on the Mediterranean? This is going to be, no. He takes a cruise ship from America to London and back to tour. And at that point, we had no idea how long this would be. To be honest, I don't think we would have signed up for the doc if we knew how long it was. But it's been incredibly rewarding because it created something that I feel is very unique in that respect. Sometimes, it reminds me of that Linklater movie. I forget the name of it. Do you know the name of that? He basically filmed, about a boy or something. Or
Boy's Life.
Boy's Life. Yeah, and so he filmed every summer over the course of 10, 15 years, and you got to watch this actor grow up during the course of the film. I thought it was really unique, and I kind of felt like that making this. We would pick up, and it wasn't something we were filming the entire time. We'd be down for a bit, we'd come back on, and I think it produced a pretty unique product. So
I think it actually goes to this first shoot that we did with him, where we were on this cruise ship for 7 days crossing the Atlantic, and the waters of the Atlantic are not calm, they're not peaceful, there's a lot of winds, there's high swells, and I think that sort of environment that's tumultuous, that kind of set the tone for what we were dealing with in terms of what Travis is going through, but then also how it was going to be making this movie. And that I think kind of built the drama and the texture of the film in a way that's, I think, makes it unique.
Yeah, we're literally going across, it's the same route that the Titanic took, and they do a champagne toast when you sail over the site where the thing crashed, and that really set the tone for the film. It was what lengths you're going to go through to avoid just taking a first-class flight to UK. It's incredible.